Do you miss Curb? Because I do. Do you miss it?
Yes, very much. Very much. But I'm really happy we ended when we did and the way that we ended.
You did like that.
Oh, yeah, because
it was a great ending.
I think we could have had more really funny, smart seasons, but I do believe at a certain point you just got to go, we're not, look, I liked making the money. Sure. Don't get me wrong. Okay. No, right. I did.
Sure.
But artistically, we got out even longer than some people do. And it was glorious to have 12 years with that show. And we ended the way I would want to end the show. So I'm really pleased that it's ended. But the whole, you know this, the whole cast is extremely close.
Right.
And we had joy, literal joy, every day on the set, you know, and so, yeah, I miss it.
Your favorite episode?
You know, the weird thing is my favorite episode, there's so many moments, like your Larry David, you happen to, you know, like wearing ladies' underwear, etc. Wandering Bear.
Why?
Where Cheryl's vagina is in disarray, and Larry talks to the gardener who has an Indian way of curing it, and Larry and I are obsessed with Girls Gone Wild, and my dog runs away. Now, what I love about that episode, and if I could put one in a time capsule, it would be that one, it's not connected to any storyline.
Right.
It's just this lonely little thing, and everything in it I think is funny, and I love doing that episode.
Oh, my God.
So I'm the only one who would ever say Wandering Bear.
Which is your favorite Adlib that you came up with?
Okay. Are you setting me up? Because you know
I am not.
Okay. People don't know this. Larry went around, Susie went around, all of them. No one, and I said, what am I going to do after the take? Tell everybody it was me. Mm-hmm. Larry, I never thought of you as a floor fucker.
Careful.
Okay, so
if you keep telling the story, use the effort.
Okay,
use the effort.
Okay.
The Springsteen scene?
Yeah, so yes,
I remember that.
So Larry, we're finding out that Larry, his former girlfriend who worked on the show, became a man, and he's horrified to talk about what they did. And the guy says, Larry and I used to make love on the floor. So we filmed that a couple times. Very funny. So in between takes, I said, tell Larry you never thought of him as a floor F. And
you said this to Bruce Springsteen?
Yeah, I whispered it to him. He goes, I go, wait one beat. And so, of course, he knows what a beat is. And he go, wait one beat and then do it. Well, hey, I like, you know. He does it. The second they yell cut, the building, gets all, people go nuts. The funniest thing ever. I said to Larry, that's in the show. He goes, that's in the show. Yes. Okay. And so what am I going to do? I gave that to him, like running around the set. Me. So I never talked about it. So here I am on your show, letting people know my brain. And I also came out with who the leader of the Big Johnson community was. I went to JV. I go, say Horse C. Williams. And
he used it.
Yes, and guess what? I own the trademark to Horse C. Williams. I'm not even kidding. I own a few trademarks from things I've said on the show. Yeah.
Oh my God. What's it like feeding Bruce Springsteen a line that he?
Okay,
come on, man.
I just want to tell you this. I spent the entire day with Bruce Springsteen, and he's one of my love him.
Sure.
And Bruce Springsteen is everything you'd want him to be, with a great sense of humor. And I asked him one question about music.
Yes.
And I said, I got one question. He goes, all right. And I said, when you're on stage playing a song, you're in concert, and you know Badlands is next, what are you thinking? And he goes, that's a great question. He was so excited. He goes, what I'm thinking is, all right, you're enjoying this? Wait. Just wait. That's what he's thinking. That's awesome. And then so I dealt with him there, and he was a man, like dealing with.
Sure.
I saw him at the Garden on April 1st, and he was 10 feet tall on stage.
I bet.
He asked for me to come to his dressing room, which he doesn't do, after the show. Jeff, thank you. And he hugged me, and at the end he goes, Jeff, come here and give me a hug. That man was 2 feet tall with nothing. In other words, he expended everything he had, and I saw this little guy covered in sweat come up, and It was I was dissociating with all of it.
I bet.
And that night after, you want me to wrap up? That night after I saw him at the Garden, and what a sweet man. I love him. I had to, because I was so in disarray that I had to go do a couple stand-up sets to sort of get my feet on the ground.
To get your feet on the ground?
Yeah.
I just thought you said you go back to his room and he was on the floor. That would have been fantastic.
Naked, wearing an Abe Lincoln hat.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.